First Things First is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
King Henry was running wild last night. Should he be a part of MVP conversations through 6 weeks? Ben Simmons is at Sixers practice, but I gotta tell you, guy looks miserable. Is the Simmons situation salvageable for Philadelphia? And Nick's got a new NBA pyramid to unveil with the season starting tonight, everyone. Good Tuesday morning. Welcome to First Things First. Yeah, alongside Broussard and Wilds and Nick Wright, I'm Jenna Wolf. All right, Nick, you got this pyramid. How many texts and DMs are you expecting? How many gripes? How much griping are you expecting to hear from players when they see where they land?
None. Listen, guys are very self-aware in this league, and they're going to look at it and say, oh, that's perfect. That is exactly correct. And for the first time ever, Jenna, new person at the top.
Yeah?
No spoilers, but new person at the top.
The Chiefs.
Here we go, but we got to start with a little Monday Night Football. Bills, Titans, and what a night for the King, Derrick Henry. He came into this game leading the NFL in rushing despite having only played 5 games. Last night, how about 143 yards and 3 touchdowns? How about his 5th straight 100-yard rushing game? How about all that speed for a big bruising running back? And yet somehow the Bills still had a shot to win this one late. Here we go, 4th and 1, 22 ticks left. Josh Allen slips on the quarterback sneak. And that's it. The Titans take down the Buffalo Bills. 34-31 was your final. After the game, head coach Sean McDermott on that fateful decision to go for it on 4th and 1.
Felt good about our chances. Had a chance to win the game right there, and we didn't get it done.
I love Coach McDermott for giving me that opportunity, and I got to go out there and prove him right. Sometimes the plays don't go your ways. They get paid on that side of the ball too.
At the end of the day, I trust him, and I'll trust him again if we're in that situation again. So, I'll take Josh Allen, as you said, Sal, 10 times out of 10. So give them the credit. They made the play they had to make when the game was on the line.
All right, Nick, I'll start with you. What'd you make of McDermott's decision there? Go for it, 4th and 1.
Well, maybe take Josh Allen 9 times out of 10, because this would be the one time you don't take him because you asked him to get 18 inches and he tripped himself. So here's the deal. That was a clearly and obviously correct play call. It was clearly and obviously the correct decision. He understood if we kick this field goal, our fate is going to come down to a coin toss. If they won the coin toss, I believe they would have won the game. If they lost the coin toss, I know they were not stopping Derrick Henry, and Josh Allen wasn't going to get a chance to touch the ball again. So you ask yourself, do we have a better chance of picking up this first down and scoring a touchdown than we do of winning a coin toss? And the answer should be yes. The answer typically is yes. Josh Allen just blew it, much like Josh Allen blew the play before, when he had a guy wide open in the back of the end zone, but instead maybe so inspired from his hurdle of L'Jarius Sneed last week that everyone said, well, that makes him the MVP. Your hurdle to Chiefs corner, got a guy wide open. He's off your screen now. You'll see it in the other angle. Instead, he tries to go Superman. Didn't work out. See that guy all alone in the end zone while Josh Allen is hurtling towards earth? Yeah, should have made that play. Didn't make it. Didn't make the 4th down play. Sorry, these are the rules, guys. You have an alleged MVP, the ball's in his hand on 3rd down, the ball's in his hand on 4th down, and he doesn't come through. So no, I don't blame the coach. They made the right decision. Their quarterback just let him down, and I don't think that is really that controversial, Broussard.
Wow. I mean, I hope you use better logic on your NBA player pyramids than you just did with this. Somehow, Nick, you turn this into a let me bash Josh Allen, the guy that's tugging on Superman Patrick Mahomes' cape. You turn this into a bash Josh Allen segment, but it's not that. You're wrong for doing that, and you're wrong overall, because Sean McDermott was wrong. And here's why. You kicked the field goal. Sean McDermott, more than anybody else, knows, guess what, Nick? Here's the thing, Nick. Football is played on grass. or turf. It's not played on a computer with the analytics nerds, all right? It's played on grass. And the fact is this. The Buffalo Bills are a bad red zone team. And Sean McDermott knows it as well as anybody. They were 2 for 5 last night, and we saw in the first 18 minutes they had to settle for 2 field goals in the red zone, 2 short field goals, because they couldn't punch it in. And it wasn't just last night. It's not just last night, Nick. It also, my computer's going wild. It's not last night.
Yeah, your computer's telling you that's a bad take.
Yeah,
the robots are saying, Broussard, what are you doing? Robots are like, hey, you're coming after the analytics community. You're coming after us. We're going to take over your screen.
You can't.
All right, go ahead.
All right, listen. Let me finish my take. And listen to me clearly, Nick. All right, it wasn't just last night that Buffalo couldn't deliver in the red zone. They can't deliver all season. They've gotten to the red zone 29 times. That's the most in the league, so it's a great sample size. They've converted just 55% of their red zone appearances into touchdowns. That's 26th in the league. The teams worse than them, none of them have winning records. All right, so they should have known. And then finally this. What happened on the play? Yes, Josh Allen slipped, but it got blown up on the left side because of the pressure of Tennessee. I wonder why. Could it be because Buffalo's Pro Bowl left tackle, Taylor Lewan, was injured? If he's there, maybe that doesn't happen, but he's out. So you got a second stringer that Josh Allen's trying to go behind, and you see he got destroyed, Dawkins, whoever that is. All right, so that's the problem. You're not good in the red zone overall, and secondly, your starting left tackle, who you ran behind, is injured. He's out. So they should have kicked the field goal. You talked about Derrick Henry. He's awesome. All right, great game. But outside of the 76-yard gallop, they held him to 67 yards on 19 carries. That's 3.5 yards a carry. In the fourth quarter, they had held him to 18 yards on 6 carries. So it's not a foregone conclusion that Henry would have just ran up and down the field on him. They had a chance to stop him, Nick. They should have kicked the field goal and played to win the game in overtime.
Broussard, I thought you were more fearless than this. The obvious move was to go for it, and it's why I like the Buffalo Bills. And I don't really like the Buffalo Bills. That's why I had you guys on upset alert. But in the Bills Mafia, I'm like Donnie Brasco. I don't really like you guys, but I have a begrudging respect after watching you. They play fearlessly, and I like it. Nick, on the other hand, is just like the straight-up cop that I have to report to. He just hates you guys for everything you are. I'm like the Donnie Brasco, where it's like, I respect it. I respect the fearlessness with which they play. They did that weird Philly special thing. I liked it. I like going for this. And here's the thing, Nick. The identity of that team, everybody knows it. After the game, we heard the coach say, yep, I'm going to trust Josh Allen. Josh Allen said he liked the opportunity. The center said it was a great call. Micah Hyde said it was a heck of a call. So when everyone is sort of united, I think it's obviously the right call. I know you want to take opportunities to bash Josh Allen because you're still upset about the Jordan-esque move that he pulled, but I think it's the absolute right call. If you lose the game, so be it, right call.
Go ahead, Broussard.
Can I step in quickly?
Go ahead, buddy.
Nick. Here's how fearless I am, Wilds. I'm not afraid to admit I made a mistake. Taylor Lewan plays for the Titans, all right, not the Bills. So, all right, so before Nick can say it, I'm going to say it. So I'm fearless in that. Mistake still. They still are not a good red zone team, and they should have kicked the field goal and lived to see another
on the Titans.
Even with Lewan on the Titans.
Listen, yes. I want to discuss something Wild said than Broussard said. First of all, Broussard, if you and I can unite on anything, we should unite on this. Wild's little smug little reminder, hey guys, who had the upset alert again? This has become Wild's go-to thing. The old upset alert. I tried to have the segment killed because I'm 0 for 5 on it. So I was like, guys, I don't think the upset alert segment really plays. Wild's like, I think it's great. He got this one right. I will give him credit. Broussard and my upset alerts got beat this weekend, I think, by a combined 68-9. So Wilds is very good on the upset alert. He did have the Titans. I will give him credit. What I will not allow, though, is for Broussard and Wilds to position what is an obvious take like it's anti-Josh Allen or anti-Josh Allen propaganda. The ball was put in a 6'6" alleged MVP quarterback's hands. They said, can you get us 18 inches? And the answer was no. He screwed that up. What I do not like is when we prematurely elevate guys, as we have with Josh Allen, when it comes to their great moments, but then we still grade them on this curve when it comes to their bad moments. You cannot, in the same week, say Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills might be the best team in football. Josh Allen might be the league MVP. And then give him a pass when on third down, he can throw a game-winning touchdown and doesn't throw it. And on fourth down wilds, he doesn't get that's up to him to get that yard. He has to get 1 yard, and they're going to win the game, and he couldn't do it. How is that not on him?
Okay, look, Dak got stopped twice at 4th and goal in New England, and we didn't mention it. You know why? We blamed one on the refs. We blamed one was great Patriots defense. Nobody was out here saying, oh, Dak Prescott, you know, you got to do it. Granted, they won the game, and it wasn't at the very end of the game, but the narrative of that was great defensive play. It wasn't Dak's fault. But now it's Josh Allen's fault because he slipped.
That's